The monkey began to stroll over to the well. When the chicken said, "Wait, where you going, son?" The monkey told the chicken, "I'm going to the well to get a drink of water." That's when the turtle peeked out of his shell and said, "But there's a wolf guarding the well." The monkey looked at the turtle and said, "I'm going to get a drink of water from that well, even if I have to take that wolf on one-on-one." Mr. Owl laughed. Who, you?" "Yeah, me," the monkey said, as he hitched up his fur and began to walk towards the river. As soon as he got close enough to the river where the well was, the wolf...
To get more stories like these, get a past library card. Just go to blindguyandhiswife.com. Once you're there, just click on Past Library. You'll be taken right to the Past Library where you can enroll, and the first month is free.
Today's story is called The Wolf at the Well. It's a story that reminds us that we need to always share and be fair to others around us when we have things that they don't. LaQuita Marie, are you ready to help me with the music?
I'll give you some backup music. I'm ready.
Long ago in Animal Land, there once was a time when Father's son refused to let it rain, and all the water began to dry up. There was no water in the stream. There was no water hardly in the river. There wasn't any water even to be found in a ditch. The only place that there was to get a drink of water was at the well. But that well was guarded by a mean, ferocious wolf who would hide behind the well. And whenever an animal came to the well to drink, the wolf would jump from behind the well and shout, "How dare you come to drink from my well?" All of the animals were suffering from heat and thirst until finally Mr. Monkey had enough. The monkey began to stroll over to the well. When the chicken said, "Wait, where you going, son?" The monkey told the chicken, "I'm going to the well to get a drink of water." That's when the turtle peeked out of his shell and said, "But there's a wolf guarding the well." The monkey looked at the turtle and said, "I'm going to get a drink of water from that well, even if I have to take that wolf on one-on-one." Mr. Owl laughed. Who, you?" "Yeah, me," the monkey said, as he hitched up his fur and began to walk towards the river. As soon as he got close enough to the river where the well was, the wolf jumped from behind the well and shouted, "Ow! How dare you come to my well?" The monkey walked right up to the wolf's face and said, "Look, I'm hot, I'm thirsty, and I'm getting a drink of water from that well, even if I have to take you on one-on-one." The wolf laughed at the monkey, ha ha ha, and with one paw, he reached out to swipe at the monkey, but the monkey tucked, ducked, and rolled away.
Hey coffee lovers, are you ready for a Java-rific adventure? Go to rolljava.com, the coolest coffee destination on the web.
The monkey made it back to his friends and told them all how the wolf tried to eat him for his supper. And that's when wise Mrs. Rabbit hopped forward and said, "We see our friend Monkey got nowhere by fighting. One of us must go to the wolf and try to talk some sense into him to help him to learn to share and be fair." But none of the animals wanted to go. So the only fair thing to do was to draw straws. The animals got together and they drew straws. And the first short straw came to the chicken. The chicken clucked, flapped, and he fainted in fear. So the monkey got nowhere by fighting. The chicken was too afraid. The animals had no choice but to draw straws again. And this time the short straw came to the turtle. And the turtle hid inside of his shell and would not come back out. The animals drew straws again, and this time the short straw came to the owl. Who, me? And the owl flew into the tree and would not come back. The animals were all worried about what was going to happen if they didn't get water from the well. The monkey had gotten nowhere by fighting. The chicken was too afraid. The turtle was hiding from the problem, and the owl simply flew away. And that left the poor rabbit to deal with that wolf at the well all by herself. Now the rabbit knew a few things. The rabbit knew that she couldn't beat that wolf in a fight. She knew that she couldn't outrun the wolf, but she knew she was just as smart and a lot fluffier and cuter. So the rabbit hitched up her fur and she hopped, 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 hopped all the way to the well. And as soon as she got there, the wolf jumped from behind the well and shouted, "Ow! How dare you come to my well for water?" The rabbit hopped over to the well and looked inside and said, "Your well, Mr. Wolf? I think you need to check on your deed of ownership to this property. Because if you look down in that well, there's a bigger, badder wolf than you that's already in it." So the wolf looked down into the well, and he did see a bigger, badder wolf in the well. And so the wolf growled, and the wolf in the well growled back. The wolf howled, and the wolf in the well howled back. And the rabbit began to laugh. "Mr. Wolf, I don't think that other wolf's afraid of you. So this is what you should do. I think you should back up to that tree over yonder and get a good running start, jump into that well, and then rip that other wolf apart." And the wolf stopped thinking and let his pride get the best of him.
Atumpan Edutainment,
A theater arts company founded in 1998 by Corey the Talented Blind Guy
and his wife, LaQuita Marie. Working behind the scenes as production staff expands career readiness.
helping today's youth build soft skills to become tomorrow's professionals.
Enhancing active listening
Interpersonal communications
and public speaking skills. Atumpan Edutainment Success Stories.
Yesterday's youths are today's professionals.
Lance is a professional comedian booked by the Laugh Factory in Hollywood.
Angelica overcame shyness to become a manager at a national restaurant chain.
Denard landed a role touring North America in Sesame Street Live.
Ira improved her school grades and attendance to become a member of the U.S. Army.
Whitney launched 2 businesses, theatrical makeup design and designer kitchenware.
He ran, he jumped, he howled. Oh! Uh-oh. Oh! Splash! Down into the well he went, where he got tricked into jumping in to fight his own reflection. And the wolf was washed away and never seen in animal land again. And Mrs. Rabbit, she hopped, 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 all the way back to her friends and took them to the well where they got a nice drink of water. So remember, whenever you face a problem in life, don't be like the monkey and
don't fight.
don't be like the chicken and you're too
Afraid.
don't be like the turtle and
Don't hide.
don't be like the owl and
Fly away or run away from the problem.
be like the rabbit. Stop and use your
Brain.
and think of a safe, fair way to solve your problems. And for those that might be wolves in the well, remember, there's always somebody that might be bigger and better than you that can bring you to learn a hard lesson. Just like the wolf who jumped into the well to fight his own reflection. And that was the end of that.
Supreme sponsors, David and Christine Brooks. Supreme sponsor, Dr. Linda Bailey Hayden of Elizabeth City State University.
Supreme sponsor, Hampton Mosaic Festival. Supreme sponsor, Portsmouth Behavioral Healthcare Services. Supreme sponsor, Jamestown Settlement. Supreme sponsor, private school in Colorado. Supreme sponsor, Alternate Roots.
New member, Coach Mary Ma. New member, the J. Jordan.
You or your company can become a sponsor. Visit Blind Guy His Wife